While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
Thank you, Reed. What the fuck you been at on that shit?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage
This
that.
shit
It's a
lagging.
loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
That was a hard fault right there.
To the air, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Oh my fuck.
He manages a gain of 8 there.
Get me out of this
And it'll
fucking
give him a 1st
game.
down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
That's what you gotta say. I swear to God, that's what you gotta say. You
To the air now on 1st and 10.
got crashed out over man.
Catch is
Because
made down the right sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing now on 1st down. And the deep
What?
ball falls incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
I say, why do I see that nigga
2nd
running
and
around
10
fucking?
now. Throwing deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
I seen that nigga running across the field.
The
I'm
Bulls
fuck.
take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great
That little ass
receivers,
nigga,
Brock,
bro.
and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a
Hey, number
positive
5,
offensively
it's
when you go
5-4.
find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Bulls will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Shit, I ain't even fucking foundation.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do.
Well, these niggas ain't
And the
swarm to the
kickoff
ball
is
all
into
fucking
and then out of
game.
the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
That's my fault. He
They're
had
out
way
and
too.
set. 1st and 10.
Fuck nigga just standing in the middle of the
Back now,
field.
pressure on its way. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Hall there to haul it in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Bro, you run the whole line over, but make the play.
Setting up a throw.
That nigga ran the whole lineman over.
Finding Davis. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
That shit is depressing as hell.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers
You seen that shit?
in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it
That
did
shit happens to me all the
with
time.
the
That shit is
Seahawks in the
depressing.
2000s versus man on a
I said,
drag
well, how the
route
fuck
run
you
away.
blow the
You see
whole
zone
line
coverage,
up
settle down, give your quarterback his numbers,
and
you
then
could find
let the nigga run
completion
past
just
him?
like
I'm
that.
talking run right past him. Man, yo,
Give
gap.
on second to Hall. And he stopped just before he reaches
Oh.
the red zone at the 21.
There it comes.
They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll give them a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No.
Damn it.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Aviators respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returnable from the 2. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. Escapes a defender. Nice. It's a foot race. He does it. Touchdown.
Ain't nobody said nothing about the Bills losing,
Just
though.
need 2 snaps to steal the lead. PAT effort coming up.
You right.
That nigga say you right.
The point after
So
splits the
he's trying to
uprights.
hold my own against these Aviators.
The Bulls take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll...
Damn, every time you score this motherfucker, he paused the game.
At the 30.
Copy.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete, right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 35 on 2nd down. Finds his target, Hall. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. Offense up to the line fast. Now they'll throw out of the gun. rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's going deep this time.
Fuck!
Finds him in
I
the
ran
end zone
away
for
from
the
him.
touchdown. The Aviators get it down to a single point. That one splits the uprights. And the Aviators tie things up at 14.
Oh shit, Cam, you in the game?
Yeah.
That shit, Cam,
And
9
after
and
they
2.
reach the end zone,
Oh
they'll
shit.
kick it off and turn
Yeah, man.
things over to the defense. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're throwing it. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They have 2nd and pretty long here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a touchdown.
Smoke his ass.
The Bulls take a 2nd quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. but he hangs on through it, still able to get that first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Throwing from the gun. Getting out to his left. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go! Check, check. Hey, smash. Smash, smash. Check, smash.
They'll put
check,
one of the
smash.
tight ends in motion. A give left side for Hall. He's out in the clear. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Aviators can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Aviators tie this game at 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. one, misses the tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown.
Why are my players moving so slow? That was just a bad
Kicking
decision.
team
I
on
did
to
not
try
have
the
to throw that.
PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Aviators break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick 6. He's on the move. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll throw it. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. Touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask.
That's
your dude,
exactly why I
show
was
me what
able
you
to
got,
cut
man.
Barker.
Show off those
That's
wheels,
exactly
and he
why.
did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
He got all that speed, and he'll
That's
still
up
get burned.
and through for the point after. And the Bulls tie us up 28-all. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Here we go, set.
Here's Hall once more. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, off play action. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives them the first.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from San Diego. The Aviators would take the lead with a score. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 39. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Hall running between the tackles. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. And they take this in for the score. The Aviators take the lead just before halftime. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Aviators break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Fits it through the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on first and 10. He fires one deep down the left side. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Man in motion here. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this.
Fuck, I thought I called a timeout.
On EA Sports after this.
He wouldn't snap the fucking ball. Oh my God.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments
That
away
shit right
from the
there might
beginning of
cost me
our
the
second
game.
half. Coach, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Bro, come on. It's like the third time.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively.
Again, bro. Come on, man.
Ball's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
To throw it on first down. Davis there to grab it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 4-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
19 Lions. Cougar 19.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Before they can run a play on 4th down, we have a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get
From the
there,
40
and he
fucking
did.
2. He,
And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them
God
make it look
damn.
automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
the play fake. He'll throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And they'll have first down.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Pioneer. Hurry, 17.
They'll try and throw it here. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 42. Trying for the deep ball. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down. But the deep shot doesn't work.
You
He didn't even have to do that.
Every practice field we're on, preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Here's a throw. Headed out right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Aviators take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They go right back to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bulls getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. Well,
they get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Aviators get it back on the final play of the quarter. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but...
On the set.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
so much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
60 Bison.
Running back sent in motion. From the 48. is made down the right sideline. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Finds his target, Hall. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
On the counter, Hall. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's go now.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Aviators can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That one right down the middle. And the Aviators take a 3-possession lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in San Diego. Bulls hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught at the 20-yard line.
Oh,
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Bulls get it back to within 2 possessions. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bulls cut the lead down to 10. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Able to hit home, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready? Check go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot. You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Aviators emerge as winners as we say goodbye from San Diego.